Welcome to the show, boys and girls. On tonight's show, we have local and state and national news. Just getting caught up on local news. We have the local slut that ruined the young man's life. National news on big things in politics. And we hope to put on a good show.
Put that big ass side
Hell yeah.
on and kick it for the homies.
Kick it, Tom. Damn, I never knew there was a music video to this, bro. And Ace is all like jamming out on some sort of stage and shit.
That's wrong. Like an idiot.
You've seen it before, haven't you?
See it every time we play it.
Just call him my dog, man.
Just call him my dog, man. Fuck yeah. There's like all this booty shaking and shit going on. So we got that theme song still going on, people. We stole it from Tone Loke since he came to our spaceport and tried to fuck all our shit up.
Yeah.
All our missions and shit.
Well, how do you do, boys and girls? You're on with Chris Libertarian, the West Texas podcast with Chris Libertarian, and there is no Max here, only Zool.
Yeah, only Zool. That was good, bro.
Yeah. So
okay, man, hold on. It's been a while since we've been on the air, and we're actually not on the air because this isn't live. We don't do anything live. We don't know how yet. We suck.
Yeah, we're not good.
Excuse me. So it's been a while. What's been going on in that time that we haven't been able to do this? Oh, you were at the fights. That was like 1 week we just... And you've been working, helping me out at the gun range a lot, so we just kind of haven't had time. But then we pretty much knew when you were going to the fights that was going to be a whole podcast on its own. And it was. You had a shitload of interviews.
Yeah.
Lots of people were very interested in those fights, and you did a lot of great interviews and stuff, so... That kind of served as a podcast in itself, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we put out that special bonus podcast.
Yeah.
I hope people enjoyed that one.
If they could understand what we were even saying. That was fun, though.
That was good.
Yeah.
It ended up being really good and really funny. When talking about the insect talk.
Yeah.
Did you listen to that part?
Yeah, I was there for it.
But time has passed, and here we are. We're on podcast number...
I believe we're on 13 now. 12.
12.
Yes, we are on number 12.
It's been so long, even the guy that keeps track of the fucking podcast has fucking
I forgot
lost
that.
track.
I forgot that was even my job. Well, the fights went good. It was a lot of fun. There's pretty good turnout. Some of the fighters there, two of the guys were fighting out of the same school, and they're actually really good friends. They beat the living piss out of each other, and they both donate their purses to charity. Now, I got on real late with covering the fight, so I wasn't aware of what the charity was. It was a young lady.
Got on late? You were there before they even started.
Well, I got on late, as in I wasn't with them throughout the whole thing.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
okay.
So the information came to me minute
You're
to
like
minute.
one of the lower tier reporters there.
Yeah, which turned out I was like one of the only reporter there.
Yeah, you probably were the only reporter. They
Yeah.
probably really appreciated that. That's probably pretty cool.
Yeah.
That somebody was there filling that role for people. You know, because who else was doing it? Was anybody else doing it? Was anybody else doing what you were doing?
I'm not going to say there wasn't. I didn't see anybody. But
so you might have a career in Joe Rogan's footsteps. Are you trying to be like mini Joe Rogan?
I don't think I could lose my hair like that. So
I think he shaves it, man.
Yeah, I think he does too. He got tired of being patchy with
Yeah.
the hairline that's
Like,
back next to his ears. So.
But some people have a full head of hair and they shave it bald just because they want to be like a skinhead and shit.
Yeah. So,
we'll get to the fights in a little while.
Okay.
Well, what? You got something there?
Well, yeah, they donate their purses to this girl with cancer, who's fighting cancer, and, and it was pretty good. And,
no, that was cool. That was like a heartwarming thing that I saw. Like,
yeah.
And I would have never known about that except for your reporting live from the venue. Remember, I went to the gun show and reported. Mm-hmm. And now you went to the fights and reported, although yours was much more professional than mine was at the gun show. Well, I ate beef jerky off the floor.
Yeah, that was great.
On video.
But and then there was a young man named Tedrick Macklin Tedrick Macklin, mark my words, we're going to see him in the UFC. We're going to see him taking big fights. This kid is crazy good. He fought with an injury, and it did not slow him down. He completely dominated the fight.
Yeah.
This kid is good, dude. He's 22 years old, holds multiple pedigrees and all kinds of fighting styles. He is very good.
That's like on that PlayStation video where the one of the players, they made like the most infinite player that you could create, and the dude has a broken leg and he's still like out running the whole other team. You haven't seen that video?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god. And it's a black dude, and he's like, this. I don't know if I should say the N word on the air or not, you know what I'm saying? But I say it on Facebook all the time as a joke. Anyways, dude, don't we have some local news and stuff to get to, man?
Yeah, we do.
Then we'll get to the fights. We have a whole segment devoted to the fights, people.
Yeah,
so
then we can wrap up.
Don't want you to think that we're not going to talk about the fights, because we are.
Well, in local news...
and this is news to me, people. You all might have already heard about this, but this is news to me, and it was just presented to me a few minutes ago. So
apparently it rained yesterday, Matt. I don't know if you knew about
yes!
it. And it rained hell like a motherfucker.
That is news to me.
You know what? Yesterday was an off day for me, so I, when I'm not working, I sleep in, and I sleep like someone dared me that I couldn't. So
right.
I wake up like 7 in the morning. It sounds like a war zone outside, and I tell myself, no, that's not real. It has to be a dream. So I went back to sleep. Woke up again at noon. It sounded like a war zone again. Then finally I got up and checked. I was like, oh, I guess it's raining. Started checking what was going on Facebook, and apparently God was throwing rocks at us, fastball pitching,
the hail and shit. And I didn't get any hail at my
softball
house.
size hail. It wasn't softball. It was like
I didn't get any hail at my house, but I don't think it was as bad as it was last summer.
Midland got hit way worse than what we got hit last summer. Last summer it was just bigger hail, but it was more of it in Midland.
I think it was more widespread last summer also.
Last summer killed us.
Hit a bigger area.
This summer it just took Midland out.
It seemed like that was isolated over there.
It kind of was.
This is the spring. It's not even summer.
Destroyed their HEB and Dillard's.
Destroyed.
As it knocked holes in the ceiling and it just flooded. There's videos of it showing Dillard's just being...
hail inside of Dillard's.
Yeah, just pouring in through the ceiling. Just crazy. Yeah, it was
that would be fucking crazy. Yeah. You're standing inside Dillard's and hail is fucking coming down.
Yeah, you think you're safe. You think you're safe, but nope.
There's videos of that?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Oh, did we talk about that last time, that one guy that smashed through the window at Whataburger, and that went totally nationally viral? Remember that?
Yeah, I think
that's happened since we've done a podcast.
We did talk about that. We must have not did it on the show though.
Yeah. So we got that going on, and just talking about destroying things. Destroying Whataburger, destroying fucking Dillard's. Yeah. You don't expect to be at Whataburger and the window gets smashed in
by some guys,
dude.
Some guy busted it with his face.
Yeah, that was gross.
So
weird. Okay.
Other than that, locally, I don't know how much y'all have heard about the 15-year-old the 15-year-old slut that's just destroying this young man's life. So, if you don't know, here's the story. I'm going to clear my throat here before I start calling names. So, this young lady was, the two of them, she's 15.
Lovely
he's 18.
Young lady.
Yeah, just great, good apple. She's going to grow up and be somebody. So, probably a Democrat. So, they were smoking weed, and after that...
That's the story anyway.
They got to smashing uglies. Well, brother...
Gizzards?
Yeah.
Bumping gizzards?
Yeah, bumping gizzards. The brother heard it, went in there.
The girl's brother?
Yeah, the girl's brother supposedly...
Heard a commotion.
Yeah, he went in there and he broke it up. So what the hell y'all doing? And he says that the guy wouldn't leave when he told him to, so he called the cops. Well, the girl...
Get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
Where's the parents?
There's conflicting stories.
So the brother's like the dad, also.
I guess. I think mom... I don't have enough information, but I think one parent's in the home, the other parent isn't. I know that her sister came out and was saying that if she was still in her sister's life, she'd beat her ass, and that this is because of their broken family and this and that. But the sister's hands aren't exactly clean herself. I saw, she was saying, well, you look at my profile and I'm always wearing my clothes. And then immediately people start digging her profile, finding her dressed like a skate too. And yeah, this 15-year-old has videos of her shaking her ass. Every picture of her ass is hanging out, her tits are hanging out.
And so you were telling me about this before the show, just so I would be aware. And I had heard nothing about this, but again, I don't know what the algorithms are and stuff like that, so I don't know why I don't get, but for whatever reason, you know about it, you're deep in it. My wife might know about it, she's into all this kind of, I don't know how it's like a whole subculture of like this local Facebook drama and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so you're telling me everybody hates the girl and everybody's sticking up for the guy, right?
Well, for the most part, yes.
Why do we like the guy? And why do we hate the girl?
Well, we hate the girl because the girl was initially saying that she wasn't in her right state of mind to consent.
She didn't consent.
Well, because she was saying that she was high. But she reported that she gave him a blowjob. She gave him oral sex before they had sex. And it's like, it's not something you just accidentally do, for
That's
one.
True.
But for two, she made a video later saying that, yeah, she was completely consenting, but the fact is that his age is what's wrong.
So she made a video that said both of those things?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, no, she said it in the police report. She said that she performed oral in the police report.
But did she, like, do an Instagram thing like she's a celebrity, like, here's my confession and, like, here's my side of the story? Did she do, like, a whole Instagram thing like that? Or something, like a whole video?
It was a live feed, I think Facebook Live, or it might have been Instagram, where people can message her while
it's happening.
And it was her and her brother, and she was saying, look, yeah, I did consent and all that, but it's because of his age. Well,
it's because of his age that
the issue wasn't that. The charges he got are specifically as such because she said she didn't consent. So I don't.
So she's gone back and forth on her story, and she's accused him of a crime.
And now,
but is this guy like some great guy?
Well, he's a football player for OHS, or I guess formerly a football player for OHS. I don't know what he
formerly a football player for OHS.
I don't know what he contributes to society, but I would say being a football player doesn't do much to that.
So now
effect.
he's like working at AutoZone or Pizza Hut or something.
There's no telling. I'm not even sure. I mean, those are typical after high school jobs.
That's why we like him, because he at least didn't go to jail.
No, he did.
Oh, I mean, he went to jail this time, but at least he's not already in prison and stuff like that. So he's not like a street thug.
As far as I know, no.
Do we have his record in front of us?
No.
No, we don't have that kind of information here.
No. We're limited to Facebook searches only. But, and the thing is, like, I'm not forgiving of him. I think...
He knew good goddamn well what the fuck he was doing, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking a 15-year-old?
Yeah. That's exactly what I say. But,
But the mob...
No matter... And I've bumped heads with people on Facebook about this. The story's only a day or two old.
Only a day or two, huh?
And I bumped heads with them saying, like, look, he's 18. It's on him.
Knowing
completely.
damn well you can't be 18 years old and screwing and not know.
Yeah.
Especially a 15-year-old and not think, and never had a friend that told him, hey, bro, by the way,
hey,
that's a fucking, you telling me that he's just fucking Johnny retard and she's fucking Sally retard and they just bump into each other and fall in love and have sex and shit? Just like accidentally or fucking non-consensually or fucking whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I have no love for him, dude.
Like, no.
Like, he fucked up. Now it's time to pay the piper.
But everybody's beating on her and making her public enemy number one.
The thing is that it's because she's very clearly a slut and
Obviously
she's trying to
a
act.
slut.
And
see, girls, obvious slut behavior. People will not feel sorry for you, even if you might be in the wrong.
And and all of a sudden, when it becomes real, that whole believe all women thing goes right out the window. Like, a lot of women.
Booty shaking.
Yeah, when they're seeing videos of this girl acting like
a slut.
Yeah, they all of a sudden the whole believe all women are victims thing goes right out the window.
Yeah,
and basically, I've seen it all over my feed all day, and I've seen nothing that supports her. All I've seen is people just talking crap. They hate her. The public hates her.
Okay, so
rightfully so.
He went to jail. He went to jail.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's locked up right now.
He went downtown, huh? And it might have not been his first time, huh?
I don't know. I don't have very much information on him.
We don't know, but we just know that we hate him and the community hates him.
No, hates her. The community hates her.
Her.
I'm not happy with him.
Sorry, I'm still figuring out. I'm still learning whose bandwagon I'm supposed to be on for the tribe.
Nah, fuck them both.
Yeah. Well,
fuck them both. He knew what he was doing, and you don't accidentally smoke weed with a girl and then accidentally get a blowjob from her and accidentally fuck her. 15. Yes,
you know.
They say, well, girls lie about their age. Well, he knew who she was.
Well, and here we go. You're talking about kids and stuff. We had these. I don't know if you saw the story. This is the story I saw about the 4 kids that robbed some other teenager. These kids are 16, 17 years old. They have a gun. They pointed at some kid here in Odessa.
Mm-hmm.
They steal his car and his money, his wallet. Like they're playing Grand Theft Auto, bro. Give us your shit, man. Get the fuck out of the car. And they let him go. Mm-hmm. And then they're just cruising around in this stolen car with this dude's stolen money and shit. And that's 4 kids in Odessa. And some kid on my news feed was calling out this girl because she was saying free so and so, because there was an Odessa American article about one of the kids who's one of the robbers, and this stupid girl, just like this fucking slut girl, probably might have even been her. You know what I'm saying? Free fucking free Pablo, free fucking Juan, whatever the fuck his name was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're like, "What? You're like shouting free so and so. This guy's in fucking jail for robbing one of your community members and shit." You know what I'm saying? Like that's going on. Like these kids, dude. These kids. These are kids.
They're stupid. That's one of the funniest things I like.
It's terrible.
Is then like free my dude, free this, free that. Yeah. Like why?
He only murdered like 7 people and shit. Like. Free fucking.
He very clearly did what he was accused of.
Yeah, free Keyshawn, man. He fucking, he didn't mean to fucking drunk drive.
Only God could judge. Only God could judge. Yeah. Well, it turns out judges can judge too.
Sorry for that awkward silence, everyone. We both just had a drink at the same time.
Yeah.
So that's going on. And you know what else there was? You said there was 2 shootings in Odessa over the weekend.
Yeah, this was over.
Hold on. What's this? Hold on. What's this? Kenya.
That's an out of country number, bro.
Oh fuck! I think this might be. Hold on, just a second. Hello, this is the West Texas podcast.
Hello, yes, this is Joseph Smollett's attacker.
Oh, this is Jussie's attacker?
Oh, yes, very much so.
Oh, yes. You know what? Dude, we have been waiting to hear from you. I'm glad you finally responded, man, because, God, there's been a lot of developments lately. I mean, what's going on up there, man?
That snake has the slippery scales of the face of Africa. I will tell you this.
You're going to have to run that by me one more time.
The Joseph snake has the slipperiest scales in all of Africa.
The slipperiest scales in all of Africa. Because he is the 7th snake.
The slipperiest scales in all of Chicago, even worse.
Oh my God, that's pretty bad, dude. So he is out there still claiming, his innocence. He didn't do anything, and he did have you guys write the letter and stuff,
Yes, he did.
So he's claiming he didn't do anything.
Oh, no, what would you expect from the greatest snake?
Snake-like activity.
I'd expect him to act just like a snake. You know what I'm saying, man?
Exactly.
Man, it's so great that you called because, I've been seeing you guys in the news, and I even heard, you can't even go to the corner store without the paparazzi following you. What's that like, man, with the paparazzi just, following your every move and stuff?
Well, before they were following us because of our muscles, but now they follow us because of we have the truth.
Okay,
so
of course.
With honor, yes.
Okay, and you know what else? I was watching the news the other day, man. I freaking laughed out loud because Jussie's lawyer is out there saying, well, maybe those...
His snake handler?
Yeah, his snake handler. Yes, his snake handler. She's out there saying, well, maybe those 2 brothers were wearing whiteface.
We were not wearing whiteface. We were wearing war paint.
War paint.
War paint.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a tribal war paint to wear.
Oh.
Battle like in the neck.
Oh, of course. That now that kind of does make sense.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so maybe that's why Jussie said my attackers were white, but he knew it was you guys. Y'all were teaching him a lesson.
Of course we were. He's a complete snake through and through.
Okay,
He's a double snake.
and so his lawyers out there saying, his lawyers out there saying that you guys maybe wore blackface, that she's out there smearing you guys, saying the worst things, and she, you know, just lying and all this stuff. Terrible. And so I read that you guys are gonna sue them.
Yes.
That's true?
To get the truth out there. Yes, of course.
To get the truth out there.
Yes.
What can you tell us about the lawsuit?
It is all very much under wraps so far, but you will know.
Okay, we will know. And it's defamation.
Oh, yes.
What kind of things has she been saying, and what have you guys been hearing? And, you know, just kind of give us a feeling of what's going on up there for our listeners, because, you know, we've been trying to get you on. And
fill your listeners' head with their lies or their entertainment.
what was that? You're going to have to run that by me one more time.
You want me to fill your listeners' ears with lies or their entertainment?
Well, we don't want you to fill our listeners with lies, but we
Okay.
we want to know what you guys have been going through and kind of, you know, what the situation is up there. And if you got to go, I know you're busy and stuff.
I see. Yes.
So, but yeah, if you got anything that, like, you know, some more inside information or anything, what's going on up there? I mean, you guys are suing him because he's lying about you guys.
I think so.
I will give me a bit to think about what we can reveal
Okay.
here.
I think someone just needs to show him the way.
Yeah, he needs to know the way. He's definitely going down the wrong path.
I know. We will show him the way, definitely.
And he's got people out there saying, we believe you. And he's got his brother out there saying, we believe you, Jussie, and all this stuff. Can you, that's just that's an insult to me. What an insult to you guys.
So terrible. They are adding lies to the lies.
Yeah.
And only the truth can break it.
And so your lawsuit is going to bring the truth to the people.
Yes.
Okay.
We will be the heroes that the world needs.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! So I'm so glad that you called, it's good to hear from you. I kind of been worried about you guys because I'm reading how you guys can't even go to 7-Eleven or to Subway.
Oh, it is awesome. We love those squishes so much.
Well, man, it's good to hear from you. I was worried about you. We'll let you go.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's good to call into the West Texas podcast.
Yes, professionals here, nothing but the best.
I know your work.
Yeah, you are familiar with our work. And so if you have anything else to add, you know, if maybe you thought about, you know, some of that, anything you can reveal, feel free to give us a call back. I'll have the phone right here next to me, okay?
Okay, that sounds very good.
Okay.
And have a pleasant evening.
We will. You too, sir. Thank you very much. Good luck in your lawsuit.
Bye, Jussie's attacker.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Jussie's attacker.
Wow, dude, what an amazing stroke of luck that we would have one of his attackers
Yeah, we're still not sure which one it is.
call our show and give us some of the inside information and the scoop and stuff. You know, like we didn't get a whole lot of inside information or anything, but you know, we definitely we touched base, and we know I was worried about him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we know they're doing good up there, and we know they're fighting the good fight. And Jussie's gonna go down, man. You know, I don't think it's
you know,
over.
the whole thing. I feel like them getting him off like the way that they did is just gonna open up
Have we
doors.
even had a show since they did that? Since they, we might have had a
Yeah,
show. We
yeah,
did
we
have a
have.
show because I mentioned on the show that I think he's free and clear, but I think Kim Fox is the one that's going to be in the news.
You know, I'm glad because it's letting the little fish go to catch the big fish, which I'm fine with. Like, Jussie did this service for himself and, you know, didn't necessarily hurt anyone other than himself. So all he did was just look like an
I
idiot.
mean, he hurt half of the fucking country by fucking
Temporarily.
smearing them.
But
You know what I'm saying?
that only helps people see
he hurt
how
a
bad
lot.
the fake hate crimes are.
I think he hurt a lot, but he did more good.
In the end, yeah.
to the good cause.
Yeah.
You know?
He did good for our show.
And look at his lawyers smearing the brothers. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, literally.
Yeah.
And saying they wore whiteface, bro.
Yeah.
You know? Who wears whiteface, dude?
I really want to see where this leads. I think, letting the little fish go and catching the big fish is going to end up working out so much better in the long run. I think here within the next year or two, we're going to see a shit ton of indictments from a lot of people on the left that you normally wouldn't see.
DOJ, from the DOJ towards people that you wouldn't expect, you're saying.
Yeah.
Corrupt prosecutors.
And they all of them have brought on
bureaucrats and shit like that.
The whole thing with the Mueller report, and they caught all these people that were on the right or worked some way with Trump. But they all caught them just like super petty
process
things.
crimes.
Yeah.
Process crimes.
Like nothing. No real crime. So it's like a pendulum on a clock. Now it's about to swing back the other way, and the real criminals are going to start getting scooped up. The things that they want to say that the people on the right are doing wrong are, like you said, process crimes or saying, I don't remember.
Yeah. And the people on the right are smart enough to know, hey, they know what the stakes are right now. I want to just go through this real fast. Let me see if I can get some sound on this.
Mindset after prosecutors decided to drop all criminal charges against him. Glandian also suggested that the Osundairo brothers, the two Nigerian men who claim Smollett hired them to stage a hate crime in Chicago on January 29th, may have been wearing whiteface during the attack. Smollett previously told
I wanted to hear her say
attackers, who he said
I wanted to hear her words. And maybe they were wearing whiteface.
Oh.
I want to hear his actual lawyer fucking say that shit, dude. But I guess Google has fucking buried that shit, and so has fucking Microsoft and everyone else. You know what I'm saying? When they fucking when someone on their side says something fucking stupid, they fucking nuke that shit off the fucking internet. You know what I'm saying? You'll never fucking find it again, dude.
Yeah.
That's what they do. So looks like just the articles are there, and they'll be deleted soon. But the okay, hold on. There it is today. There it is on today. It's a Twitter video.
We're joined now by Jussie Smollett's attorney, Tina Glandian.
This is his
Tina,
attorney.
Good morning. It's good to see you. You're probably aware of this breaking news that the
Slandering
FBI and the Department
the
of
boys.
Justice are now looking into the circumstances of the dismissal of charges against your client. Does that concern you?
This is
Not,
gonna
not
be
at
a
all.
while.
I mean, we have nothing to be concerned about because there was nothing on our end to request this, to do anything improper, and to my knowledge, nothing improper was done.
I don't give a
Let's
shit.
talk about it, because people look at
Just
this, they
imagine
think this
this
is a good
woman's
deal for your
voice
client.
saying,
Some people think
hey,
it's a sweetheart
maybe
deal
the
and it's a bit
Nigerian
suspicious.
brothers
So let's see if
wore
we can clear things
blackface.
up. To your knowledge, since February
Let's hear
20th,
one
when
more little
Jussie
segment.
Smollett was initially charged, did he, his family, friends, associates, did anyone reach out to anyone in the state's attorney's office on his behalf?
I can't speak to what other people did. I certainly don't know what
So
all
this
of those
dumb broad is
individuals
the
did,
one
but
who
not
said,
to my
maybe
knowledge,
they were
not in
wearing
our
whiteface.
direction. And I just don't think that had nothing to do with why prosecutors discussed dismissing the case.
You don't know of any contact by, say,
All right,
friends.
so I'm just gonna shut that shit down. But that's Jussie, and yeah, I do think he did a greater good because he did so much damage
Yeah.
to his own fucking side, and only stupid idiots like his brother and these idiot people are like, we still believe you. You know what I'm saying? Only real fucking partisan, ignorant people are still saying we believe you, Jussie. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, there is a few people out there still doing that.
Oh, yeah.
But by and large, most people understand he did a lot of fucking damage to his own side.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just opening the gates for for people to take a closer look at these people.
At their own, and at their own. Okay, here it is. No, here it is, bro. Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. I just want to hear this lawyer say this.
According to the court records, Smollett was very clear with the police on the night of the attack that his attackers were white. He said they had masks on and gloves, but he saw their eyes and he saw the skin surrounding their eyes. Was that a false statement?
So just to be clear, he only saw one of the attackers. One of them he didn't see. He saw one through a ski mask. Again, he could not see their body. Everything was covered, and he had a full ski mask on except the area around the eyes. He did tell police that from what he saw, he thought it was pale skin or white or pale skin was, I think, what he said. And that was what and that's why he initially did have a hard time.
Why did he say that? He could have said, I don't know.
He could have, but this again, he's
But
being
if it's the
truthful.
Osundairo brothers, what are the chances that that's the case, that he saw somebody with light skin?
Well, I mean, I think there's obviously you can disguise that. You could put makeup. There is actually, interestingly enough, a video. I think police did minimal investigation in this case. It took me all of 5 minutes to Google. I was looking up the brothers, and one of the first videos that showed up actually was one of the brothers in whiteface doing a Joker monologue with white makeup on, and so it's not implausible.
Couple quick things.
Okay. So one of the brothers was doing makeup as the Joker.
We're joined now by Jussie Smollett's attorney, Tina Glandian.
I'll shut that bitch down.
So they're saying that he was wearing white makeup with a ski mask on. Smart.
And I just now thought of that. That's like double disguises, bro.
Yeah.
You take the time to paint your fucking face white.
Or maybe just paint around his eyes and around his mouth.
True. Reverse raccoon eyes.
Yeah.
And then he put a fucking mask on.
Dude, how dumb is this shit?
And these dudes are fucking black. They're not like...
They're not light skinned, they're black.
They're not like American black.
Yeah.
They're fucking...
Nigerian black.
Nigerian or Kenyan or some shit, man. Mm-hmm. I think that phone call we just got was from Kenya. But I think the brothers might actually be fucking Nigerian. So maybe they're doing some... switching their phones up over there or something, you know what I'm saying? But that's the latest Jussie Smollett news.
Smollett.
We want to talk about national, or we want to go back. Anything else you wanted to finish up on local, since we got that amazing phone call? We were talking about just kids doing crimes and shootings and shit,
I think we were still talking about the 15-year-old slut.
We kind of were still talking about her.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of beat that horse.
Yeah.
But if we have any follow-up comments, I just have to say, every dude in town's probably fucked this chick. Every kid.
Yeah, I haven't fucked her.
I haven't. And I wouldn't, because I'm married to a beautiful woman.
And you don't fuck 15-year-olds.
And I don't fuck 15-year-olds. And I mean, this is...
No, let's just stop there.
I was going to say, well, when I was 15... No, yeah, we should just stop there. That's a good stopping point.
So, and then, there were some shootings over the Easter weekend.
And, let me just say this. There's shootings that happen in town. And there's two ways to look at it. But there's a lot of people that look at it and say, oh, they got that dang shooting range out there. So that means people are going to be shooting now. That's like what idiots fucking say and think. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I feel like, people do believe such stupid things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for that gun range out there. But the people doing these crimes and shit, they don't come to the gun range. You know what I'm saying? There was a story not too long ago with a guy I'm friends with on Facebook. He was driving home to his apartment. Some 4 dudes in a caddy pulled up to him. This is in Odessa. I think this was at maybe Sunchase. And 4 dudes pull up, point a fucking AK-47 at him, tell him get in the car to rob him or something. He gets in the car. He can tell that the AK's like not loaded right, or it's fucking totally unloaded or something. He fucking grabs the AK and starts fucking beating shit on him with the fucking AK. And they all run and drive. Fucking 2 of them jump out of the car. One of them, the driver, crashes into a dumpster and gets out and fucking flees. And he just throws the AK off in the fucking dirt. It's unloaded.
That would have been my new AK.
Yeah, mine too. I wish I'd have found it.
That would have been the price of trying to rob me.
Exactly.
There's one AK.
Exactly.
With the unloaded magazine.
The point is, half the time they will shoot and the gun is loaded and they're just stupid and they'll just fucking pull the trigger over nothing.
Yeah.
The other half of the time, and I guess it's like Russian roulette or like take your chances, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that totally they're doing crime with an unloaded gun, don't even know how to operate it and shit, and the guy they're robbing fucking beats them over the head with it. That's like fucking Looney Tunes shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on out here, man. It's just...
Arm yourself, boys and girls.
Arm yourself, people. Arm yourself. If we're getting this message crossways, the message is arm yourself. That's la message. It's definitely not from Kenya or Nigeria, so I can't answer that right now.
Gotcha. Also in the news, there was police are looking for a suspect who scammed a victim out of $15,000. I don't know if you heard about this one.
Holy shit.
A victim told the police that he met a black male who asked for a ride to McDonald's. The suspect told the victim that he was from South Africa and just inherited money
Oh
from
my
his brother.
Bro, no.
And then he needs to know that he could trust the victim. The suspect told him to withdraw $15,000 from the bank. Once the victim complied, the suspect reportedly took the money and left. Shocker.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
If you're
They
scared
did a
that...
real life
Yeah.
Nigerian scam.
Nigerian
Nothing against Nigerians. Nothing against Nigerians or Kenyans. We
No,
love them.
that's just the scam. The
But they
Nigerian
did it in
prince.
person, bro. In the car.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's
I need
amazing.
to know I can trust you.
So give me
I'm the
$15,000.
passenger in your vehicle on the way to McDonald's.
Give me $15,000.
Okay.
There's so much missing from this story.
I'm your passenger on the way. Hey, man. Hey, can you give me a ride to McDonald's? I need to buy a fucking cheeseburger. And oh, by the way, go to the ATM and get 15 grand so I can know I can fucking
You're gonna have to hit
trust
several
you.
ATMs. You got to hit 30 ATMs.
No, they have to go to the fucking bank.
You have to go inside. That's right.
So that the guy you're taking to McDonald's knows he can fucking trust you.
He's like, go in the bank, get 15 grand, and then come back.
And then I'll know it's safe to ride with you to McDonald's. Fucking quarter mile away. So they drive all around town. Hey, and to fucking get 15 grand out, bro, you have to do like a special form, like authorization and shit, because the government wants to know when you're making transactions higher than $10,000 or more. The government wants to know. So that not only did they go to the bank and make the withdrawal, like the bank manager had to like come out and like personally supervise, and they had to like sign this special fucking IRS form and all this shit. And then the guy gets in the fucking car and he takes the money and fucking runs off.
He's like, all right, thanks. See you later.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
That's funny, dude.
Oh my god.
Now, either one of two things. Either this guy is just dumber than shit, or the victim is dumber than shit.
Or option 3, it's a scam on the bank, and
Yeah.
the victim is fucking
Yeah.
went to pay for fucking surgery or a boob job or some shit.
Yeah, 15 grand is about how much a tit job costs, so...
Yeah. Well, I heard it's like more like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I think actually I've even heard 3.
Oh, shit.
And that's kind of run of the mill.
I wanna-
Any ladies out there that can give us any advice on how much a augmentation costs? I've heard between 3 to 4 to 5. And
I think that's about right.
I'm just kind of shopping around for my wife, not seriously shopping around, but you know, what woman doesn't, you know? So shopping around. If there's any input there, recommendations, anything, please let us know. So now we got the breast pictures out there, so we'll hopefully be getting those coming in.
Yeah.
Now, next topic.
Send lots of pics just so we know what you're... just to verify if you're an expert and you know what
we
you're talking about.
we don't want pictures of your boobs. We just
No,
want you to say
no.
how much it costs.
I do. Just make sure you
Chris,
say,
yeah, we'll put his
attention,
phone number in the
Chris.
we'll put Chris's phone number in the comment section.
Yeah, because I am a professional.
Yeah, professional. Okay, we're both professional.
Did we go over? Speaking of breast, did we talk about the Andrews woman arrested with the prostitution operation? So
the Oriental.
the people can't be Oriental, but yes, her name is Jenny Zhao.
Jenny Zhao, I like that.
From Andrews and
Jenny Zhao.
yeah, and she apparently was running a salon, Forest Massage and Perfect Relax.
Forest Massage and Perfect Relax.
Yep, over the past 2 months.
I like that name.
This is actually from April 5th, so
I like
we're a little behind.
I like how they use, like, I don't know about consonants or things that, like, English, I don't know, like, verbs and adjectives and all that shit, but, like, I like when they use a name like that. What was it called?
Forest Massage and Perfect Relax.
Forest Massage and Perfect Relax.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's supposed to be other parts on those words that aren't there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, typically, okay, so I could say racist stuff. My ex-wife was Asian, and my children are half Asians, so I could get away with what I want.
You can get away with it.
So typically with Asians, you see a lot of stuff like number 1 perfect in all of America.
Number 1 perfect.
Number 1 king best in all of America. Just like that. So to see a name like this, it kind of throws me off. But so anyways,
Oh no, that article is really funny. Read the quotes from the neighboring businesses.
I did notice in the evenings there'd be a lot of vehicles parked on that end of the store. I'll leave her name off, even though she's already been documented as a snitch on the internet here, who worked next door. There were a lot of trucks.
A lot of trucks.
Yeah, like company trucks. I would see people come in and out, and I just thought, oh, it's a massage. They're going in, getting their stuff done. But I never think it was extra stuff going on. Yes, you did.
Yeah, right.
Yes, you did.
She saw company trucks going in and out all day like fucking Dairy Queen and shit.
It was a drive-through, and the girls would jump from the window into the truck for 5 minutes and then jump back in the window.
She was probably in on it. She probably sold them the fucking snow cones after it was all done and shit.
Probably.
So.
Perfect relax.
Perfect relax. Okay. Forest massage and perfect relax.
Yeah. I don't know if these are two different storefronts or if that's the name of one, because I'm looking at a picture of a place called Perfect Relax.
Yeah.
And it says perfect. Well, I don't know. Either way, it could have been two different places or one place, but this is the head of it. It's 50-year-old.
There's one in the mall called like Relax House or something like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the mall they're not giving tug jobs.
Well, they have the fucking, you know.
You never
There's that
know.
little cardboard box in the back corner and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so.
That was. Let's get that national news out of the way.
Okay.
The Mueller report, which also kind of rolls into the whole. The point of that is the impeachment. So the Mueller report was released, and I don't think we've done any new podcasts since it's been released. And so, if they could have charged him with something, they would have. Yeah,
the Mueller report came back. No collusion. No crimes of any kind.
Yeah, or they'd have charged him with something.
Yeah.
You think they'd have done all that and not charged him with the fucking crime?
Yeah, they would have charged him with anything they could have.
They spent millions of dollars and put several people in jail. You think they wouldn't have fucking charged him with the crime if there was a fucking crime?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's the Mueller report, and now these people are just going more psycho. Now Congress wants documents. They want his tax returns for the last 10 years? For what? For what?
Exactly.
Like, they're trying... Can you imagine if they did this to Obama, bro?
No shit. That would say racism. It's racism.
Can you imagine? Like, this is unhinged lunatic behavior. What's the reason that Donald Trump cannot be the president? We voted for him. And people talk about popular vote. Let me tell you something. The only reason Hillary won the popular vote is because illegals get to vote in the states of New York and California. And so the illegals vote like okay.
Well, no, that but dead people got to vote too, apparently.
Yeah, of course. So, of course she won the popular vote. Because they're just pulling votes out of their ass and shit.
So now you hear, any Democrat you hear will say, on a sudden they hate the Electoral College. They've never, no one in the history of America has ever had an issue with the Electoral College. Now all of a sudden there is. Now all of a sudden they want to let children vote.
Yeah, voting age 0, man. Why not?
They want to let 16-year-olds vote. They want to let felons vote. Like, the whole big thing right now is Kamala Harris is backing Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders said, yeah, the Boston Bombers should
Now, that's another topic I wanted to... Yeah, the Boston Bombers should get a vote. Yeah, thanks, Bernie.
Either...
Fucking idiot. That's going to go well.
Yeah, this is just insane. Like, how desperate are they? They're buying votes now.
The funny thing is because it's primary season, they're in a race to who can go hardest left.
Yeah.
And that's not the people of this country, dude. That's not what we want.
Yeah.
You know
right now
they're going to end up with the hardest left candidate.
Yeah.
In the general election, that's going to be saying stupid shit, dude. Yeah. And if it's not
like
Bernie Sanders, it'll be Joe Biden, bro. Tomorrow.
See, well, Joe Biden's not ridiculously on the left, though.
He's not ridiculously on the left. He's like establishment. Mm-hmm. He's total establishment. But he's a creep, and he's super fucking dumb.
Yeah.
So there will for sure be comedy. And like, so tomorrow is the big day Joe Biden announces if he's running for president or not. And I think that's going to be... I'm just like praying to baby Jesus, please give us Joe Biden, Lord. Lord, please give us...
You know what's funny right
Joe
now?
Biden.
With all the Democrats, they all stand on the exact same thing. They all say the exact same thing right now. So you just pick... I guess at this point, you just pick your favorite haircut.
Yeah.
Because...
Or who's going to be in office the longest? That young gay dude.
They're what's his name?
Mayor Pete.
Huh?
Mayor Pete.
Pete?
Pete. Mayor Pete. His last name's something weird.
It's
they
so
just
hard
call
to
him Mayor
say.
Pete.
Yeah. Well, and it's like at this point, just pick your haircut because they're all saying the exact same thing. They all want reparations.
Which
They all
is
want to pay.
losing issue.
Their party stands off of nothing. So all they're doing is just buying people's votes
And Trump hate.
Yeah,
And Trump
basically.
hatred. And that's
They
not a
have
way
no.
to win.
They have no fix for nothing. They're just trying to get Trump out. And it's
That's
like
not a way to win, dude.
it's like okay, if you got a better plan, let's hear it.
And I'm just like, I can't wait till Joe Biden is in this, dude. Because he is out. That's fighting Joe Biden, man.
I feel like Joe's the only one that can actually take.
He's the only one that has like common sense in the fucking group.
He's the only one
but
that can
his
go up against-
his flaws are so huge and so fucking dramatic.
Something that stood out to me was when he was doing that speech the other day and he went to hug that kid. He goes, "Oh, don't worry, he gave me permission to touch him."
Yeah.
And it's like, why the fuck is that funny?
No, a woman, one of his accusers. I was just watching a video yesterday. She says that's completely insulting for him to come out and say to make fun of his accusers.
Or his victims.
I posted
Oh, yeah,
a funny post. I posted a funny post that said Joe Biden never got fucked. Nobody ever got more accusers in less time than fucking Joe Biden. Day 1 it was 1 accuser. Day 2 it was 3 accusers. Day 3 it was fucking 8 accusers.
And what's
shit.
bad is that they're all Democrats.
Yeah, and they just erased it all.
Yep.
Oh no, he's cool. Forget about you. No,
Yeah.
no. But at first they were trying to shut Joe down because they know he's a disaster. He's a fucking disaster, and they knew it. So that's how they were trying to shut him down. But fighting Joe, man, he ain't gonna be fucking shut down, man. He's coming out, dude, and it's gonna be.
I wonder how Bernie Sanders is gonna feel when
It's
when
gonna
the
be
DNC.
Joe versus Bernie, bro.
Well, when the DNC's gonna strip Bernie just like they did with Hillary.
It's gonna
They're
be
give it
Joe
to
versus Bernie, bro.
And it's gonna
This
be
is
hilarious.
gonna be so fucking epic, bro. This is gonna be so good.
Has any Republican
Oh
except
my
other than
God.
Trump announced?
There's some bullshit ass governor up in Connecticut.
Yeah,
I don't stand for what Trump's doing, and I'm.
Did he
gonna
announce
run
though?
against him.
I thought they were
He
just
was
saying he's our hopeful
he's
or
just-
something.
No, he personally was like contemplating.
So no one.
Yeah, no.
So Trump's
why
gonna
would
be
anybody, dude?
Trump's gonna be the only one on the fucking
That's stupid.
ticket.
That's just stupid. If anybody does, then expect the party. Well, no, just expect to get fucking. Nobody's gonna support.
Trump is by far the most powerful Republican there's ever been.
Right.
He's probably the most powerful president that there's ever been.
and legally.
Yes.
With
He just
with
gets
the
shit
support
done.
of the people.
He
With
sleeps-
the support of the
Yes.
people.
He sleeps 4 hours a fucking day, gets up, does some mean tweets, does a couple push-ups, fucks his model fucking wife,
Yeah, fucks
and
a
gets
couple
to work.
girlfriends.
and gets to fucking work.
Yeah, and
what he
saves the
does
world
every day.
So that's cool, man. Dude, so if anyone is saying any prayers tonight, pray that the Spirit of the Lord continues to compel Joe Biden to run for the President of the United States, because tomorrow's his day, Thursday. If you're listening to this on Wednesday, it's tomorrow, Thursday. If you're listening to it on Thursday, it's today. But it's the day that Joe Biden will decide to run for president. And all the media leaks so far are saying he is going to. Now, he's extremely old. And he had a plagiarism scandal in the 1988 presidential election. Shocker. Okay. And then he dropped out of the 2008 presidential election so he could be Barack Obama's vice president. So that's fighting Joe Biden. We're hoping he continues the fight tomorrow because, man, I was kind of saddened just to think he's just going to ride off into the sunset.
No.
Because for a little while there was like Biden memes that were like popping up and stuff. Like a bunch
they
of,
kinda died
Yeah,
down.
they kind of died down too. But dude, bro, fucking Joe Biden memes, bro. This is gonna be so fucking Joe Biden versus Bernie Sanders.
That's what it's going to be.
And then
Beto's got to. I think Beto's.
they're done with Beto.
You think so?
They're done with Beto.
Oh,
Mayor Pete is the new Beto,
Oh.
and he's actually gay, and he hasn't crashed and ran from a scene of a fucking crime and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So Mayor Pete's the new Beto. But that's just gonna be so epic, dude, and I can't wait till it fucking gets cranked into high gear.
What Republican do you think could run against Trump?
I can't imagine any Republican that can run against Trump. Okay,
I think maybe Cruz could.
okay, I think Cruz tried. I think Alan West. You know Alan West? Do you know Alan West?
Yes.
I think Alan West could. I think Ben Carson possibly could, but Trump is just gonna continue to fucking pound and demean. And
Oh yeah,
fucking,
he'll railroad them. But that would be
he
the thing.
railroaded Cruz, bro.
The RNC wouldn't allow Cruz to go again because then they would have to be talking shit about each other again.
Right.
We can't do that.
We don't want
and they're
that.
boys now.
We have an incumbent.
Yeah.
We have an incumbent.
Yeah.
That's one of the drawbacks of being not the incumbent, of being the party out of power, is that your primary is just destroying each other and fucking just killing each other, dude.
Dude, every Democrat who is someone has
And
announced.
Donald Trump survived that shit, dude. Just think about that. That's what was so like glorious about that fucking whole deal, is that like there would be like 15 fucking dudes on stage and shit. Remember that? And that's how the Democrats gonna be.
Yeah.
At their fucking debates and shit, bro, there's gonna be like 10, 15 fucking dudes on stage. Like, some of them won't even get to say anything. You know what I'm saying? And, like, they're only gonna focus on like a certain like 5 or so.
the rock
and all that
stars.
shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they got all that going for them, and we got 2 years of that shit that's gonna fucking just be.
Yeah,
Dude.
I think Democrats just need a brace for the fact that it's going to be another.
You know what they're saying though? They might at the very end, Michelle Obama jump in.
Still ain't going to work.
I don't think that Barack wants her to because of all the dirt on him.
Yeah, I think he's like trying to like fade out.
I think he's trying to lay low because he did a lot of illegal shit with the Mueller shit and all that spying and all that shit. He did a lot of illegal shit, and so I think if she does come and be 2024.
Yeah,
but it's definitely not going to be 2020 because I think Barack Obama, as much as she might be the one person, he's like, no, cut that shit out, forget about it. We got too much heat. The block's too hot right now, girl.
He was real.
hey, Hope, sit your ass down. That fucking block too hot out there, man. You can't be going to run for fucking president. She better sit your fucking ass
streets,
down,
girl.
man. The fucking block is hot out there, man.
So, he was real fucking loud at first, and then as the Mueller investigation came to an end, you haven't heard nothing from him.
Yeah, and as the new Attorney General saying, there was actual crimes committed on the other side of this fucking deal. You know, and we're going to look into that. Yeah, spying on a presidential campaign.
So like I said earlier, there's a pendulum that swing one way and it could. Now it's only picked up huge momentum. It's about to swing back.
Yeah, the fucking amateur hour on the other side.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing. Don't Democrats know they never heard the saying.
They're too stupid.
If you live in a glass house, don't throw rocks. You know?
All they can think of is a dictator's type mindset. They call Trump a dictator and the Republicans and the right dictators and shit. We follow the fucking law and we're smart. You know what I'm saying? But they're doing real dictator type shit.
But not only that, the right wing
or conservatives.
The right side politics believes in giving the power to the people and taking it away from the state.
Right, exactly.
And that is the opposite of being tyrannical or dictator.
Or even socialist.
Yeah, and then the left wing is all about giving more power to the state, which is funny because they used to distrust the government and hate the government. Now
I'm like, what did Donald Trump do? What are we going to impeach him? What's the crime?
He said Nigeria was a hellhole or whatever, a shithole.
He's not fit to be president. I'm like,
I'm Bixby. It's great to meet you. Just press and hold the Bixby key whenever you need.
What is this?
This stupid piece of shit on my phone, bro. Hi, I'm Bixby. It's like some sort of Siri bullshit on a fucking Samsung, but I've never set it up and it's just annoying and stupid and somehow I accidentally pushed the button. Hi, I'm Bixby. I'm like, shut the fuck up, stupid. Like, what the fuck is that shit? And it's like a whole button on the side of my phone dedicated to fucking Bixby.
That's gay.
Yeah, that's real fucking gay. So okay.
So they're saying they've been screaming impeach since day one. And
For what?
And they're saying over, like, that's what I was telling someone the other day. It's like, no, Trump could go get a basket of kittens and stomp them all to death. And his supporters wouldn't give a shit anymore because of, it was from day one that George said impeach him. Y'all wanted to impeach him because he had 2 scoops of ice cream.
Right.
Because he thought he was 6'1" and he was actually 6 foot or 5'11" or something.
He's tall. He's not short.
No, he's either 5'11" or 6 foot.
No, I think he's taller than that.
He's 6 foot, and
at least.
And because he's 6 foot, he's not overweight. But if he was 5'11", he was overweight. And so they were mad at really, this is your battle. This is your battle.
This is the hill to die on. Impeach.
1 inch.
Let's go ahead and proceed with impeachment. It's like, wait a minute. All right, impeach. Yeah. All right, wait a minute. What are we? Wait. What are we impeaching for?
Even if he did colluding is still not impeach worthy. But still, you ask a Democrat, what was the action? What did they do? Oh, he colluded. How? You're so dead set on this. Explain it to me. Like, I have no clue. Well, he worked with them, included with them. What was the action taken that determined collusion happened?
None.
Collusion.
No, now they're trying to get all his financial records because Mueller, the special investigator, couldn't find any collusion. So now the Congress is taking it upon themselves. They're better than the special investigator. Yeah. They're gonna subpoena documents and shit, and they're gonna fucking figure it out.
And what's bad is that it's not being done by particular branches or particular law enforcement groups. It's the Democrats who
Congress.
And it's like why is it like the way it's being divided is fucking stupid.
Right. I agree. So we can beat that dead horse to death just like the town slut.
Yeah. Which I'm sure she's been I'll leave it at that.
We talked about Biden. That was my only other national news. So.
Notre Dame getting burnt down.
Oh yeah, terrorism. I think
it is. I mean, there was too many things that people saw leading up to it. They saw the guy in the white. I forget what the smock is that Muslim men dress in.
Oh yeah, that was seen at the scene.
He was up on the side of the building, and then 30 minutes later, the building's on fire. Yeah, it's just too many things, and all the Muslims rejoicing over it. Not to mention,
the Muslims were rejoicing. Yeah, and we got Sri Lanka bombing in retaliation for the fucking.
Was it 10
shootings.
churches that were hit? Yeah, or something like that.
They said they were responding to the fucking shootings in New Zealand, which were pretty brutal.
So now, do Christians get to respond to this one?
That's what I'm saying. Is that what we're doing now? Because we're smarter. We'll live stream that shit.
Yeah.
We have a fucking 4G.
Yeah.
Unlimited. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's just funny whenever an inferior group chooses to be violent,
retaliatory and shit.
Yes, towards the superior group. And I don't mean inferior as in race or anything like that.
We're like smaller brain than a man.
In this case, I'm talking about sheer numbers. Muslims are dwarfed by the numbers of Christians. So, but it's in Western civilization. So, and then you see a lot with like Democrats also that they'll be aggressive with Republicans or conservative type men, and you see the superior group like refraining from physical violence when they know they can wipe them out. Right. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about on the hate crimes and shit. Is like we know that spotlight is on us, so nobody, even if we might believe, we're smart enough to not to. Even if I am racist and I want to go do a racist attack against black people, which I'm not, and I don't want to, but even if I was, I'm smart enough to know my ultimate goal is going to be hindered by what I do or any things I might say. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yep. And so that's what they want us to. That's who they believe we are. So they're going to go make fake crimes. Mm-hmm. We're not even doing those crimes because we're smarter than that.
Yep.
We're not doing those crimes because we're smarter or we have more integrity or whatever. Whatever you want to say it is, we're not doing the hate crimes that they're claiming that we're doing. Yeah. So they're just making up.
So some of the hate crimes like that Mel bomber and stuff like that, those are the hate crimes that are just obviously fake.
Suspicious.
It's obviously fake. So why would the post office open up the bomb, take it out, take pictures with their cell phone, and it was like a pipe bomb. It said like pipe bomb written on the side of it, like this end up.
The cords weren't even like connected.
Like it was hilarious.
That was funny. I thought that was really funny.
It had to have been a joke.
And they're like pipe bomber. I'm like, actually, you mean fake pipe bombs?
Yeah. And then like when the FBI got a hold of it, they're like,
and that was kind of funny because like the guy was sending fake pipe bombs. So like the return address on all of them was to Debbie Wasserman Schultz, fucking Democrat congressman, Florida, was the return address on all the pipe bombs and shit. So it'd be like to Barack Obama from Debbie Wasserman Schultz, bro. That's real comedy, bro. Yeah. That's fucking
Happy early Christmas, motherfucker.
Two Democrats sending pipe bombs to each other like that. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe,
dude, it just...
And then when they found... for laughing at it.
And then when they found his van, it had like all
everything Trump. Like covered, like there wasn't a square inch on the fucking van. Yeah. But it wasn't like Trump.
Just like stickers that just like, fuck Hillary, like... Yeah. It's just Trump faces.
It was just weird, though. Like something still seems like kind of like a false flag about it. And
it is completely false flag.
I used to think false flags was just, that's bullshit. False flag. I still don't think 9/11 was a false flag or an inside job. But I do think some of the school shooting type stuff, some of the overseas stuff, I do think some of that stuff is false flag type stuff, dude. And I never would have thought that. And especially while the Democrats are in power, because they don't give a fuck.
All right, Alex Jones.
No, the Democrats don't give a fuck, dude. I do think Barack Obama did some false flags.
Fuck
Like, just like
yeah,
Fast
dude.
and Furious and shit. You know
Fuck
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
dude.
I don't think Trump would even try to get away with the false flag. How about
He
Trump?
has time. He
know what
doesn't
I'm
give a
saying?
fuck. He's fixing problems. He ain't creating new
but
problems.
Barack Obama has shit, supermajority and fucking, hey, we can't get the gun control. Well, let's do a couple school shootings and let's see if we can get it.
Like Sandy Hook was the biggest crock of shit ever.
I don't know. I mean, it's just
Okay, I'll tell you
I would
this.
have never considered it before, but now.
Now looking back, you're like,
now,
damn,
as
we were
I've
lied
learned
to.
more and I've seen things.
Yeah.
I still don't think 9/11 was an inside job or a false flag, but
So-
there's the minor things. There's enough things like
I
Fast
hate
and Furious and shit like
Fast
that.
and Furious is one of the big ones, but I hate the fact that Alex Jones backpedaled on his stance on Sandy Hook.
Yeah.
I was watching Sandy Hook as it was unfolding, watching it from a helicopter view, and that footage is all gone. That footage does not link up at
Right.
all with the story. Well, what happened? Two guys come busting out of school. One guy is he looked like a highway patrol, and these guys were fast. And there were two white men that came busting out. They were wearing tactical gear. They weren't wearing tac vests or anything, but they were wearing tactical pants with tactical boots and stuff. And one guy took off to the left or the right. They went either way.
They went in the woods, and there was like supposedly some other person out in the woods or something.
Well, that cop, the reason it stuck out to me so much was how fast that cop was that chased him. That cop was running like a motherfucking gazelle, dude. He chased him down, and he had a
person
big
who
lead.
supposedly just murdered 20 kids.
Yeah. So that guy made it back to his car, and the cop caught him when he was getting back to his car, and all the cops slowly caught up. But that's what stuck out to me. That's why I could never forget that footage, was how fast that dude fucking tracked him. Just like, holy shit, one of the fastest
And
movies
now
I've
that
ever
footage
seen.
has disappeared.
And then, and they threw up in the trunk, and this is all a view of the helicopter circling above, and they find the AR-15 in the trunk. But there were still reports of that out there, that they found the AR-15 in the trunk.
Right.
Like, well, I thought he killed everyone and then killed himself. So there's conflicting reports
Right.
out there.
Uh-huh.
But that report goes with what I saw. They
Yeah.
caught him at the car. They slammed him down and everything. They're beating his ass.
Could
They
have been
opened
a
up the
government
trunk.
agent,
Both of them were.
you know? And so that's just what's, I've read some things.
And then they
about
tore the
Sandy
school
Hook.
down. They tore the school down.
No,
Destroyed it.
And if you look at the records for the fucking Connecticut or wherever the fuck this is, they moved that school, Sandy Hook, 6 months before the shooting. The school was taking place at a different location.
Yeah. It's
6
fucked,
months
bro.
before the fucking shooting.
The
dude.
guy's death report, or
I
the
was
guy's
like, wait a minute.
death certificate, the shooter's death certificate, was written the day before. The day before, there was a page set up, like a GoFundMe type page for the victims, was set up the day before. There was so much shit on that.
That's just weird, dude.
It's to push the whole gun control thing. So the way that they push the gun
That's
control
evil,
thing,
bro.
it absolutely is.
It's evil.
So I don't think any kids died, which is, thank God. But I mean,
Who knows if they pulled some kids out of that school and just killed them in this school?
and
If that's their
no
goal.
bodies were. I mean, there's still to this day, there's no pictures of any bodies or anything like that. Anything that happens like that, pictures always surface.
Right.
Not a single picture has came out. It's just bullshit on top of bullshit. And so the way I feel about it is that the federal gun laws are few and far between.
And here's the thing.
But state gun laws keep piling up
Right.
because the other states that idea, like,
Right.
oh, okay, Colorado
Well,
passed
and
this.
here's
so
the
we'll pass
thing.
that.
I used to think all government workers were noble and pure and had a lot of integrity.
bureaucrats, bro.
Okay, listen, especially like special ops and black ops dudes and shit like that. But believe it or not, there's enough of them that have sold their soul for money that, we think of like the U.S. Army, your typical U.S. Army soldier, or your typical U.S. Marine, or your typical U.S. Navy sailor, or Air Force person. Your typical military member is a patriotic person. He's not going to shoot at his fellow Americans. He's not going to perpetuate conspiracies and shit like that. But you get into the deeper core and the higher echelons and the black budget and shit like that, and there's guys that they've killed hundreds of people, and maybe they will shoot up a school for a fucking $10 million bucks. You know what I'm saying?
They do exactly what they're told to do.
And
if they don't, they give up and get some of that will.
Right. And I regret to but to have found out that there is a world where that exists, and
Absolutely.
it's not the primary world. And I don't think that like Donald Trump uses that world to his advantage, or I don't think conservatives and Republicans really use that world to their advantage. But the Democrats, who I know are sleazeballs and who will conspire and who will connive and who will do anything to win and get their agenda, I do believe that they will say, "Don't you have some people at the CIA? Let me talk to one of your people."
Yeah, don't you got connection over there?
Don't you have?
Don't he
somebody
owe?
at
Don't
NSA?
doesn't he owe you a
know?
favor?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
And, hey man, I got $10 million. Fucking, you go shoot up this fucking school and make sure no one ever fucking hears about it. And here's fucking $10 million. You know what I'm saying? That happens.
Absolutely does.
Like Hillary Clinton with the State Department. There's assassins and there's fucking you know operatives and there's shit.
Her blood trail. What, they got it counted to like 30-something people now?
Yeah, it's pretty bad, dude. So,
Yeah.
so as I've gotten older,
Like, look at SEAL Team 6. They're all dead.
Right.
They're all dead.
When I was younger, I thought, okay, all those people are noble and pure. And then the older I've got, I realized, yeah, people get jaded, people get morally compromised, and
And then a lot of there also are guys that just know it's their job.
Yeah.
It is your job.
right.
You know. And
Well,
then,
but that's what I'm getting at is I think that your run-of-the-mill U.S. Army, you couldn't call the Army Rangers and say, go shoot up a school.
Nah, they
you
wouldn't.
couldn't even call Navy SEALs and say, go shoot up. You couldn't call Delta Force and say, go shoot up a school. You're basically calling private contractors
Yeah.
from the fucking CIA and the NSA and shit like that and saying, hey, man, we got $10 million.
Yeah.
You go shoot up the fucking school, and if you can make it out of there, then fucking you
Yeah.
keep the $10 million and
That is
disappear.
definitely a real world possibility. That's
Yeah,
a
no,
real
I think
world
that's
thing.
more plausible than the Army shooting up the
Absolutely,
school.
man.
You know?
Yeah, because for the most part, especially with like military and law enforcement, people join these because they do have a noble heart.
Right.
They do want
Right.
to do their service. They do want to do a good job for society. So they join these things with the best of intentions. And I feel like most of the guys that are in there won't do it.
Right.
One or two will.
There is
but,
one or two. Out of 100, there's one or two that
But
will.
the other
and they'll be
98
happy to do it.
Yeah, but the other
I
98
run
are
into
gonna
that
let 'em.
shit. I run into that shit a lot. No, hold on. I run into that shit a lot on the computer while I'm talking about gun rights and stuff. There's always this law enforcement guy or this career military guy that says, hey, I don't think civilians should be allowed to have a fucking AR-15. I'm a trained professional. But you aren't. And I don't think you should be allowed to have a fucking AR-15. Those people are out there in the military and in the law enforcement field. Most of them are not that way, but there is a very strong segment, 20% maybe, of both,
Yeah.
that says, I don't believe civilians should be allowed to fucking do what I do because I've been trained by the government.
Remember our guest last show was Emilio. He was saying the same thing. He was saying, look, I've been trained, and I know so many fucking idiots that don't need to be even in the same room as a gun.
Right.
And maybe that's true, but at the
they
same time,
drive a car.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't tell them, hey, you're an idiot, so you don't get to have your right.
Right.
You've done nothing to
You're
no
an
one,
idiot,
but
so
you
you
don't
can't
get your
talk.
right. Yeah.
You're an idiot, so you can't form a church.
Exactly.
You know? So, yeah, we love Emilio, but we just,
and that's somebody talking out of emotion. And of course he did say, I do understand that you're right.
Right.
But
I don't remember him saying that.
no,
He said that.
he made the point of making it clear.
Speaking of Emilio, man, was he at the fights?
Yeah, I saw him up there. I saw a bunch of my friends up there.
And so I drove by. I wanted to go, but I had worked all day. I was dirty. I was filthy. You left work early that day.
That's correct. That is correct.
And I was like, where's Chris? And I was like, oh, yeah, he's at the fight. And I was like, oh, yeah, I was supposed to go to the fights, too. I couldn't bring myself to. And I was trying to, my wife and go on a date and shit like that. And then she was all fired up about going to the fights. And then she found out. She called me back and she says this. She says, oh, I just remembered about the ring whores. I said, what? She said, the ring whores. And I still, it wasn't registering what she was saying, like ring whores.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
And what she was talking about, folks, was the girls walking around the fucking ring in skimpy clothing that wait on people and all this stuff. And before that, I mistakenly had told Chris, yeah, we probably are going to be like on the floor seats right in front of the ring, which inadvertently is also where the ring whores are. So I had already told Chris.
What's the situation with the ring whores?
Yeah, what's the situation with the ring whores? And then he's like, yeah, they're all around and shit. And I was like, oh, damn.
I'll tell you what, one of them ring girls was very particularly beautiful.
Oh yeah, you had your eye on her and stuff.
Yeah, when I was filming the fights, she walked by and I kind of got distracted. Had to follow her around a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I need to catch up on some of those videos and stuff.
So,
but yeah, the fights you were there.
yeah. Louis Luna and Des Hill, both just the biggest names in mixed martial arts in the area. And regionally, they're ranked like number 2 and number 3 before this fight. They were just, and they've been within the top 5 for years and years and years. This fight's been 10 years in the coming. You know, finally,
10 years in the coming, huh?
10 years in the making. Finally, it happens, and it was great, man.
Epic.
Louis Luna won by decision.
Did anyone fall down?
Man, they beat the hell out of each other, bro.
Was anyone like... And I'm just asking this honestly, folks. I have no agenda here. Remember how like Canelo and Triple G, when Canelo was like Frankenstein and fell down and like everyone said he slipped and fell?
Yeah.
Did any of that happen during the Des Hill or the Louis Luna fight?
No, they stayed active. I feel like Louis won because he took control of the fights. He was able to slam Des a lot, but once he got
and those slams was like power points and shit. Like the judges remember the slamming and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
and then they also award points to who controls the dynamics of the fight and stuff. And so he did the first and the second round. In the third round, Des turned it around, and Louis is actually saved by the bell.
There's only 3 rounds, right?
Yeah. Des got his hooks in and went for a rear naked choke, and he got it in. Louis was saved by the bell, though.
And by that time, you had the points to win.
Yeah.
Well,
but they
cool.
scored it round 1, Louis, round 2, draw, round 3, Louis. And I scored it round 1, Louis, round 2, Louis, round 3, Des.
Okay, well, so that makes sense. And you looked great in front of the camera. My wife said it looks like Chris is at home. He's doing everything he wants to do.
It was fun.
So, and you were doing the West Texas podcast out there doing the reporting. And you know what? Where else were people commenting and liking and sharing the videos? Nowhere. I didn't see them anywhere. Yeah. Did you? And I bet you that promoter dude, even you talked to him, right?
Yeah, and actually, we're gonna do the promotional work, and we're gonna do the remote
remote viewing.
Yeah, for we're gonna do the interviews and everything at their boxing match they have coming up. And I want to say that
boxing, you got my interest peaked right there.
Yeah, I do. Oh man, I love boxing.
But is there gonna be ring whores?
Absolutely, there has to be.
Fuck.
There has to be ring
I'll
wars.
have to tell my wife.
Hopefully, the one that I seen the last time will be back.
I'll say, go buy a dress, honey. Get some new shoes, honey.
Yep.
Because she wanted to get all dolled up and stuff. If we were
and she should. And you know, and I took my son. My son's been my stand-in cameraman.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is who the fuck was filming all this shit?
Yeah, my son. And I was telling him, I was like,
he did a great job. Kept the camera very still.
Yeah, and then I had someone else do the camera work when you could tell it was moving around and stuff.
Not as good as your son.
Yeah, not as good as my son. But you know, and I was telling him, say, hey, you know, we need to dress up nice for this. He's like, why?
Why, Dad?
Because you got to treat it like it's Vegas fights. The more people treat it like it's a legit fight, the more people will treat it like it's a legit fight. Yeah. So. And
I drove by the parking lot. It looked not like Cinco de Mayo full, but like there was a good amount of people there. You know, it seemed like from me driving by.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The floor was full of VIP seating and everything like that. But if everyone was off the floor in the stands would have been full.
Yeah,
but they had well over 200-300 people on the floor.
Just on the floor, taking up extremely disproportionate amounts of space.
Yeah, that's true. That's what it was. So they're all VIP tables and stuff like that. But if all those people were in general seating,
forced to be in the stands,
yeah, then it.
But you don't really get that fight feel when you do that.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's wasting a lot of space on the ground too.
Right.
So there is another fight coming up for the.
Boxing.
School of Hard Knocks is hosting it. It's going to be... Oh, man. I wish I had done my homework and had this ready. I want to say it's going to be July 22nd. I'm probably incorrect, but I'm thinking it is July 22nd. We're going to do bare knuckle boxing.
Ew.
Yeah, and that's going to go through all of New Mexico. I probably won't be able to get
New
in on
Mexico.
it. Yeah, that's where
Fuck
this
that piece of shit.
That's where this group's from. But yeah, the next fights are going to be. I want to say they're going to be at the Horseshoe, and it's going to be July 22nd.
Oh, cool, man.
And that's going to be their boxing match. And I've already got on with them and everything that we need to do. That way we're not going to be thrown in last minute.
Right. Well, and you did a good job, and I think they really appreciate that because it gave it that feel. And then they saw themselves on videos and tagged and people commenting and liking and stuff. I think that was really cool. So
most of the interviews did pretty good. And that's...
You did a great job, Chris.
Thank you very much. Something I wanted to do was really get a good sit down with both of these guys and really go over their full story, because there's so much behind this story that we don't know about and that we don't hear about.
Right. And so hopefully people have checked out those videos and they'll get a chance to check out. If they haven't, they're all over our page. But, yeah, that was really fucking cool. And we're definitely going to have you, we're going to send you out there again doing that, man. I don't know where that budget comes from or who's in charge of that, but we're definitely going to send you out to do that again.
We'll make it happen.
But, so that's the fights. We had an amazing surprise phone call from one of Jesse's attackers, the Osendario brothers.
Yeah, we're not sure which one yet. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter. And then we got that local slut, man, so we kind of covered all that. We're at 1:15, bro.
Yeah, let's call it.
Yeah, I'm cool, and I think it's a good show. It's nice. It's not too long, not too short, and a good comeback, man. Mm-hmm. So that's 1:16, 02, 3, 4, 5. So we're continuing, and Chris, wrap it up, man.
All right, this has been Wessex Podcast episode. What did we decide? 11 or 12? 12. Good night, everyone. Love you.
We love you.
Be safe.
Goodbye.